Hi guys, so I'm gonna read More Fun Comics number 66, the Spectre story. So let's get started. So the Spectre The Adventures of the Spectre by Jerry Siegel and Bernard Bailey. No one knows that Jim Corrigan, hard-fisted detective, is in reality the earthbound Spectre, whose mission is to rid the world of crime. As Jim Corrigan is about to leave for a long-delayed vacation, unexpected news broadcast causes him to change his plans. Huge, ravenous monsters are attacking Cliffland. What's that? Police chief. Quick, chief. Let's go to the roof. It's true. Look. Incredible. It's trying to draw us in. Hold tight. The chief fails to see Jim's figure fade into nothingness, so that when he turns, he is startled to discover, Jim, where are you? That monster! He must have swallowed Jim. I'm right beside you, Chief. But of course, due to my invisibility, you can't see me. Having changed to the invisible Spectre, Corrigan leaps towards the monsters. They seem to see me despite my invisibility. Either they have highly developed senses, or are not of this material world. As innumerable green rays strike at him from the monster's eyes, I don't know if I missed some. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of weird transition, but then, as the beating of a massive drum booms out over the city, the huge creatures pause, lift their heads, and listen intently, as though to a weird command. Boom, boom, boom. Then, off they march, leaving the Spectre helplessly behind them. If only I could move. With the departure of the dreaded beasts, the inhabitants of the city dash about in terror, unaware that they are trampling an invisible being. Energy returning! In the wake of the retreating monster streaks the Spectre, but as he nears the end of the trail, Museum! They have entered the museum! There, you've nothing to be afraid of, madame. And see nothing here, but harmless pictures. I better get out of here before the woman revives and faints again. And she said, Eee! Police headquarters. These monsters have got to be tracked down, slaughtered. They've killed my best detective, Jim Corrigan. I can't let them do that to me. This is a great blow to me. Corrigan is the best detective the force ever had. Careful, Chief. You'll turn my head with such flattery. You're alive? But how? When I saw those monsters were cutting up, I dashed into the street to do something about it. And? I failed. You stupid numbskull. I want results. Okay, I'll try my best. Well, what's like a police detective supposed to do about, like, giant monsters? I don't know. But all investigation proves in vain. That evening, Jim pauses at the door of Clarice Winston's home. Is Clarice in? No, she's not at home. I'm sure I heard Clarice's voice. What is this? Doesn't she want to see me? But Jim sights within the Winston home. Good thing for you didn't give us away. I'll tell you nothing. Are you going to tell me where you keep the Jasset ruby hidden? That's the spirit, that's the spirit. I don't know what this dialogue is really weird in this comic. Like, sometimes it stops, and sometimes it's like written in the wrong. It's really weird with this story. But anyway, Jim snaps his fingers simultaneously. The Spectre materializes behind him. Your turn to take over. I will, with a vengeance. So you won't talk, eh? Better, or I'll fix that tongue of yours for good. You wouldn't. He would. But as the thug reaches towards Winston, the poker turns to ice. Another amazing phenomenon occurs. I'll choke it out of you, well. Oh, my hand's burned. Look, it's the Spectre. So you're to blame for those supernatural hijinks. Right. Get him. Shoot him full of holes. Keep firing, boys. Continue to waste your bullets. Don't. Maybe our bullets won't hurt you, but that doesn't go for the girl. Catching that bullet will be a cinch. But that moment, terror stalks the streets of Cliffland as the marauding monsters return to perpetrate their nightmare of destruction. The grim ghost is instantly aware of the situation. What to do? Catch that bullet, or to get after those monsters before it's too late? The Spectre strikes upon a solution. A wave of his hand and everything in the room, including the streaking bullet, freezes into immobility. That's right. Hold it. Intermission. Springing away, the Man of Darkness sprints at a terrific speed to a dramatic scene. The monster's closing on the masked police. My friends will be wiped out unless... The Spectre materializes a protective screen between the police and the onrushing monsters. There, that ought to hold them. We can't get through. Oof. The Spectre's to blame. He's cut us off from the monsters. I know it. He's in with them. As the Spectre streaks towards them, the monsters release their green rays at him. But this time he tenses himself from the onslaught, bouncing off. Now to give those overgrown boogeymen a taste of real opposition. Round and round you go, and where you stop, I bet I know. Release. The unfortunate monster goes whizzing up into the sky and off into the depths of interstellar space. Some toss. You're going places too, in a million pieces. Terrorized by the unexpected resistance, the monster turns and flees, with the Spectre in pursuit. Gotta track him to his lair. He's entering that same museum. But as the Spectre follows in his wake, lost him again. That's odd. A faint haze about this picture. It was drawn centuries ago. By whom? No one knows. The clouds. I could swear they rearranged themselves. Slightly, but... Hey, it's past closing time. You gotta leave. I'm not leaving yet. Oh, a tough baby, eh? Well, I'll have to throw you out then. No sooner does the attendant strike touch the Spectre that he receives a shock. Yee! Electricity! Let that be a lesson to you. So long. Vanished. He vanished into the picture. Well, I mean, why? Like no shit. Like, I mean, he's like a white ghost. Why would you even try to? I don't know. Why would this guy try to intimidate like a white ghost, like a ultra powerful ghost? I don't know. But if I saw the Spectre, I wouldn't go and try to arrest him. But anyway, within the picture, the Spectre finds himself surrounded by stormy clouds, but directly ahead, the figures of the marching monsters. As the great booming of a drum increases, the Spectre streaks ahead until he finds himself suspended above a strange metallic world of monsters, ruled by a man. What a man! Face as evil as Satan, fiery eyes as foreboding as a flaming pit, a conglomeration of all the qualities that make up a repulsive, unclean thing. Our emissaries have returned from their destructive mission to the material world. They tell of a happy race, of an abundant world, of all that we do not possess. Oh, it's the man talking. You hear? A world possessing the blessings that we lack. A world of substance, of reality. A cursed fate decreed that we should never be born, but merely live in a nightmare existence. I tell you, beauty is within our reach. But first we must mercilessly crush the human beings who populate the world we covet. Then they alone will we break the bonds of the twisted imagination of the prehistoric artist who visualized us. On to the destruction of humanity! Your mad plan will never succeed. At the command of the man, black doom strikes at the Spectre, encircling him in stifling folds. Fool! How can you hope to oppose black magic beyond all understanding because it never existed? It does look bad for the Spectre. Truly it appears to be the end of the Spectre, but a faint golden glow penetrates the screening darkness. With astounding swiftness, the forces of darkness shrink back to reveal the Spectre, surrounded by a protective glow of pure light. You forgot that good is more powerful than evil. Come up! Charge him! Rush him! The Spectre is engulfed by the rush of maddened monsters. They look like pigs or something. It's really weird. They are kind of creepy. But they melt in a torrent of oily fluid as the Spectre stands firm. So perish the monsters. But the man streaks towards the gate to reality in a desperate effort to escape. Once I pass the gate, nothing can stop me. The world will be my plaything. The Spectre draws closer. These globes will confuse him, and I need only a moment more to reach my goal. The Spectre shrinks himself and dives through the balls. Got to overtake him quickly. The museum attendant regarding the picture does not need another electric shock to make his hair stand on end. The cloaked guy and the other guy fighting it out in the picture. I'm going raving mad. Having overtaken his foe, the Spectre is locked in battle. You're as vaporous as smoke and as slippery as an eel. Perish, blast you! As the rage of the man increases, he loses all human semblance, gradually changing into a monster. So, you were a monster, like the others. Yes, and now that you know, you shall cease to exist. This picture, it's a horrible thing. I've got to destroy it. Tearing free, the Spectre leaps from the picture, and barely in time. You! Thus perishes the gate to reality, and thus also ends the menace to mankind. Help, help! But there's still a matter of Clarice's life to attend to. Hurry, Spectre, your spell has worn off. The bullet once again speeds towards Clarice on its deadly mission. Eee! Whoa, back with you! In answer to the Spectre's shout of directions, the bullet retraces its path back through space, back into the gun and its haven in the shell. Look! I don't believe it! Spectre! Beat it, let's get out of here! Give me room. The Spectre steps out of the house, takes a deep breath and... Help! We're caught in a tornado! Well, look what the wind blew in. The Spectre frees the Winstons and then zooms off into the shape of a fiery comet. Look, he's written a message in the sky, in letters of flame. I do hope we meet again. And when Jim returns to the police headquarters, so here you are, Corrigan. Get going. Some excitement at the museum. It's rumored the Spectre is involved. Yeah, what I wouldn't give to meet the Spectre face to face. And there's an advertisement for Hour Man. I already read the first Hour Man. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.